that, I'm not sure if it's been over a week or two. Look, the only excuse I have, oh, wait, no. The only excuse I have, for real, is I, I don't even got an excuse. Like, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I just been dealing with a breakup. I'm sorry, you guys had to suffer. I know a lot of you genuinely like my videos. That's why you're subscribed. And I'm almost finna hit 500, so that's halfway to 1,000, which is crazy. But yeah, in these past couple of days, I've been dealing with a breakup, and it's been pretty hard. But why not? You know, cheer myself up with a My Hero Academia What If. Now I'm going to be setting a poll. If I remember, I'm going to set a poll to see if I should see what I should do next, and I'm either going to do, well, you'll see in the poll. Um, there will be three options, and I'll do that from now on. Since yeah, as you can see, yeah, this is something different. This is something different, and it steps out of even my comfort zone. This is, what if Deku had a harem quirk? Now, it's not going to be the a girl looks into Deku's eyes and immediately falls in love with him. It's not going to be nothing like that. And it's sure as hell not going to be anything like uh it's not going to be anything weak, but it's going to be something of like a hentai based what if, I guess. I guess you could say that, if you know what hentai is, I guess you could say it's going to be that. But this isn't, I'm not the first person to do it, and I didn't ask the originator of the idea if I could, copy his what if, and I haven't even watched the video, honestly. But I just know I'm not the first person to do this. So, yeah. How long is that? That's 2 minutes. Alright, so let me just get into this. I'm going to have to switch up a lot of things. One, men don't have quirks. They have something else. I don't know what. I think I'll just call it. Um, no, better yet, women have quirks and men have mutations. There we go. So, a mutation in My Hero Academia is something that affects the physical body and it can't be taken away or shut off. And sometimes there are, like abilities that come with these mutations. As for Froppy, she has the characteristics of a frog, or not Mina. What's her name? I forgot. The Invisible Girl. I forgot her name. I always do. Yeah, she has the ability. She's see through, and well, her quirk is light refraction, and as a mutation of that, she's unable to be seen. So men have mutations, and women have quirks. Oh wait, so I guess I should name this "What if Deku had a harem mutation?" Well, had a attraction mutation. I don't know, but yeah. So we start this off as a kid. No one really expects much from Deku due to the fact that he's a boy. Now Bakugo's mutation is, we'll say everybody's mutation is somewhat similar to their quirk. Say Todoroki's is, shit, I don't know. Um, Maybe like his skin can emit, like, okay. Todoroki's skin can emits blast of heat, and also, well, that's on one side, and on another side, he can emit uh what's it called, dry ice, like the air from dry ice. Yeah, he can emit that. That causes things to instantly freeze, and basically has, ooh, sorry, it basically has the same effects as his original quirk. Bakugo can, his quirk is his quirk. His mutation would technically be being able to sweat nitroglycerin, and a quirk would be being able to create sparks in his hands. But I'll just say he naturally just creates sparks from his father, and also with his mother's side he sweats nitroglycerin. There we go. So it's just like that basically, and I'm going to make a couple huge differences. One, the League of Villains. Well, yeah, basically, All Might is going to be a female. Uh, but they're not. Deku and All Might are not going to have that interaction. Um, One for All is going to be a female. They will have an interaction, but it's going to be, different. And most of like the side characters, like the tail dude is going to be a girl. Mineta is going to be a girl for sure. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Not Ida. Um, Not Danky. Coda is going to be a girl. The League of Villains is going to be all females. But without further ado, let's get started. So from birth, Deku was always, not expected much from. He was, you know, he didn't have any real outstanding mutation. And nobody really deemed him anything. He was just expected to go about his normal life. Yes, some boys got into, the my the hero schools. Some of them did. You'd have to be lucky. But Deku, on the other hand, he was always just a weird baby. I'll say his mutation kicked in when he was around. Oh yeah, mostly all the pro heroes are female, including Aizawa and Mr. Mike. So that's Mrs. Mike. There we go. So Deku, he wants to be a hero, just like All Might, the female version All Might, and he's dead set on having this, you know, happen. But so far, he hasn't exhibited any signs of mutations until he's 3. Not first day, like sometime during kindergarten. Bakugo starts to show signs of his mutation, and everyone thinks, "Wow, that's on par with a quirk." It's crazy. And everyone's like, yeah, he's cool. And Midoriya says, "Wow, that's amazing." Then a random girl looks at Deku and asks, "Hey, what's your quirk?" She touches his skin, and her pupils begin to dilate into heart shapes. And she says she begins to immediately cry as she feels something wet in her pants. You know where this is going. And she thinks she peed herself. And Deku yanks his arm away and says, "Ew." Well, he doesn't say ew. It's just everyone around says ew. The teacher takes the girl to the, infirmary. Well, not infirmary. And calls her parents. But on their way there, the teacher notices it ain't pee. So the teacher thinks, isn't she young to be going through puberty? She can't go through puberty, right? It's not possible. And that is the awakening of Deku's, mutation. Ooh, what if Deku had an aphrodisiac mutation? There we go. Boom. Spot on. We get to the start of the anime, and there has been few encounters to where Deku, has made girls splurt, I was not playing with y'all. But he's made some girls splurt, That's that main character type. And everything's just it just happens. Some girls actually know what's going on and they, say we're not going to touch him no more. But there was one example where a girl touched Deku on his shoulder and she was never the same. She was always wanting to be around Deku, always wanted to be near him, always wanted to smell his scent. It's just weird. Got to the point where Deku had to transfer schools. But he transferred, you know, at the end of the 10 months. No, at the end of the beginning. So he gets attacked by the sludge villain on his way home. The encounter with Bakugo doesn't happen since he switched schools. Uh, well, I guess I should say the encounter with the sludge villain doesn't happen either, but I want it to. The sludge villain, it happens, and it goes way different from what you think. As the sludge villain pounces on Deku and tries to take over his body, the sludge villain's, stuff immediately begins to feel like it's getting shocked with a light sensitive taser. And the sludge villain immediately just, I guess I should say it, comes. No abbreviation, no nothing, just point blank splat. And the sludge villain immediately just bags off and says, What did you do to me? Twitching and itching and all that. Deku then begins to say, I've come to the hypothesis that I have a mutation. You see, I'm male. And as you know, males don't have quirks. We have mutations. And there's something you need to know. My mutation is something special. Matter of fact, no. Todoroki is a girl. Yeah, Todoroki is a girl. There we go. My mutation is something special. You could call it some sort of aphrodisiac. Deku says as his palms begin to sweat. But it's not like normal sweat. It's almost like a sludge type sweat. And the sludge villain is just quivering and begging for it to stop. She's just begging for it, asking, please end my suffering, please, in such a sadistic tone. Boom. That's when Lady All Might comes. And the sludge villain grabs onto All Might and begs and pleads for it to stop. Make it just go away. And All Might says, I don't know what you're talking about. But you're coming with me. And I'll say that once they, get once the lady gets Detroit smashed, the effects would go away, but she'll forever be, in that love state. So Deku, yeah, I think I might. No. What time is it? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to make this video short, maybe about 15 minutes, so All Might then begins to see that the sludge villain started acting this way after coming in contact with this strange boy, and All Might doesn't know what to say. Does this boy have a quirk? But boys don't have quirks. Boys have mutations. But there's no sign of a mutation on there. Deku looks at All Might and says, I know what you're thinking, ma'am. I do have a mutation, but it's just not a physical mutation. It's similar to a quirk, but it happens every time a female touches me. And, All Might just understands this. So I'm going to leave it off here, and I want to know. I want to know if Deku should get one for all, because if he gets one for all, I'm going to apply it to his quirk, not his physical body. This one for all is going to be different. It's going to just strictly enhance the quirk, not the muscles or any of that. And I'm going to, if I do it, then I'm going to have Deku being able to control his quirk. And if he's able to control his quirk, then, that'll be good for everyone. But, I'm not sure how that'll help with the... Oh, well, we'll get to that when we decide. But thank you all for, loving my videos. And I appreciate it. Like, I love the support. Oh, yeah, if you guys want to play, the game with me, that's still up. Because I need interaction. This quarantine has got me bugging. But, thanks. And I'll, I guess, talk to you soon. During the next video, most likely. Plus Ultra.